it was very interesting to find out that
Yeah.
people legitimately would stop eating one of their favorite things in the world once they saw how it was actually done.
Mhm.
And that was an eye-opening experience for me reading through all this stuff, because I was like, hold on, so you're eating like a chicken or a goat or a pig or something like that. That's what it is. You know all the cuts, you know how to cook it, but you don't know how it goes from being an animal to meat. That it
Yeah.
just seems so weird to me.
Dude, I just remember this story when he said chicken. I have a friend, okay, and when she was a kid, she had a pet chicken. You know, like sometimes they get like small chicks, right? So she had a pet chick, and of course, if you have something as a pet, you'll develop this emotional connection towards it.
Yeah.
And even now, because she had a pet chick, she doesn't eat any chicken, but she eats all other kinds of meat.
What?
Yeah,
See, I don't see the logic there at all. Also,
it's
okay.
understandable.
It makes sense, yeah.
Yeah,
If
it makes
you
sense.
grow a connection with one animal,
Yeah.
you can develop that connection onto the others,
Yeah.
other animals of the same kind. But then, if you sort of like force yourself out of it, then yeah, sure, you can still have a chicken pet and eat chicken if you want.
Yeah, okay. Random Otaka says, listen, I saw many cows die this Eid. I also felt like, what am I seeing and eating? But then I was fine when I ate it because it is good. I have seen cows die
Which
from
is
when I
what
was
they-
5. So that's the thing.
We have also seen lots of animals die here.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
like we
pretty
haven't
much.
seen animals die. It's
Yeah.
that have you seen the entire process? Actually, more than the problem of seeing an animal being butchered in front of you, for you, have you seen factory farming problems? That is the question I would like to throw out.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, because like irrespective of how much you love meat, I'm telling you, I don't think anyone is okay with factory farming the meat, but it is a necessary evil to keep up the demand, to meet the demand for meat, basically. So
in this
I think
manga
that's
they
what
do a very like a sort of like it's like the best conditions for the animals in this manga, and in reality like most factories take great liberties with giving the same comfort that these guys give to animals. They just keep them in like very tight corners and just make sure that they don't give them enough food, and more often than not quality for feeding the animals and helping them grow in order to sell them as meat is never really done that way. So it's mostly related to as like torture for the animals, if you will.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't think people realize how much torture there actually is, because even methods that are supposed to be humane while killing animals, like I don't understand the word humane over there.
That. It's for
right?
like they say it's like that's what I was gonna say. You know, like even like if even if you talk about like killing and stuff from like someone who does eat meat, right? Like me. Yeah, they say factory farming is bad, and then they say it's ethically sourced and humane and all that shit, but you're still killing it in the end. So if your argument is, if it's like torture them less before killing them, then,
it makes no sense, right?
Doing what you're doing, right? Doesn't fucking make sense.
Yeah,
you're wasting more money, but you're doing the same thing, killing it in the end. Like you wanted to lead a happy
life, free life.
Yes,
so you kill it. Yeah.
And more often than not, people don't like the most biggest case that is made is that people want meat eaters to switch to vegan alternatives that do resemble meat in taste, texture, and flavor.
Burger tastes real good.
And that's the thing. I've not tasted it, but many people, like everyone I've heard it from, say that it does taste really good. So I'm assuming that it does cover all. If it ticks all the boxes, that's great. But the one big problem with it is the price tag. It's extremely pricey for the amount of for the same amount of this thing.
Time for the whole thing to become mainstream.
So like the switch to meat alternatives is not going to happen anytime soon. Even lab grown meat, some people are averse to it because again it's still meat, and if you have to go like full vegan meat alternatives, then yeah, sure, people will go to it. But then
there's also
price
the
has to
option of lab grown meat, which is coming up. Also, 1 second, Adi. Randa Wataku says factory farming is bad. Factory farming needs to take out the animals. It is more humane than factory farming because they take care of the cow and kill it peacefully. So here's the thing. It doesn't matter which animal it is, I think. It doesn't matter if it's a cow or a goat or a giraffe or a lion or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter what animal it is.
Giraffe.
So that's the first thing. And the second thing is that's what we're saying. If we are saying kill it peacefully, that's the point we were making earlier. What is killing something peacefully? How do you put kill and peaceful in the same line? So if you now I know a lot of people are like very against this thought process in general, comparing animals to humans. But if you remember, if any of you have learnt about the British rule of India, Indians were considered to be dogs by the British. We were on the same level as dogs. In fact, in many places, we were even worse than the dogs. So it just feels weird. Like, if we have been compared to something and we felt bad, like, shouldn't we be showing more compassion to animals around us? That is what I'm. Okay, wait, hold on. The animal needs to be taken care of. They kill it in the least painful way and the quickest way. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't care if you're taking care of the animal properly, if you're going to be killing it at the end, right? Like, what's the point of saying you're being humane about it when you're still doing the killing? It's kind of like just me saying, yeah, you know what, you're a really good friend, but I need your liver and I'm going to get it one way or the other.
At the end
I'm
of the
gonna
day, it
go out,
boils.
treat you to a nice dinner.
Yes, I'll give you a nice dinner. Your liver can process some alcohol right at the end, and then it's all out, boy. It's all out.
See, at the end of the day, it boils
Yeah, but
down
see,
to
again,
human
like
arrogance.
talking not related to anything that people do, even in a more like open view way, looking at humanity from outside humanity, basically, just talking about that way, how they behave. Yeah, we're talking from that perspective. Like, in that way, yeah, we do it for ourselves.
Of course.
We're doing it for ourselves. That's it. That's the end.
It's just really stupid when people try to justify it with things that clearly are not why you're eating meat in the first place. Like, I've had so many people who come to me and be like, I need it for the nutrition. I'm like, no, you can eat 100 different things for nutrition. You can literally live off anything you want for nutrition and still get to do whatever you want. Like, there are enough examples of athletes and bodybuilders who have actually managed it without meat. And I've had people say, if all animal suffering will end when I stop eating meat, I will stop eating meat. Like, what the fuck logic is that? Like, excuse me, the entire world is just supposed to suddenly not do anything to animals anywhere because you want to stop eating meat. I think that's the most idiotic shit I've ever heard. Like, I actually had a guy say that, and then later on he was like, okay, yeah, I stopped eating meat because I felt really bad. I have this dog which I had adopted, one leg missing. I felt really bad after I couldn't eat animals anymore. I'm like, thank you. What did you mean before by I will stop eating meat if animal cruelty goes away from the world? Like, that was such a dumbass reason. At least just say what you're going to eat the meat for.
I mean,
yeah, that's why
anything we do as humans at the end of the day is all boiled down to like human arrogance. Like, not even like meat eating, like anything we do, like taking over land, like making inventions.
Yeah,
everything
we want
boils down to
here.
we want to build house over there. We want to do things over there. We don't have enough space over here, so we should take your land because fuck you. It just comes down to that. Even we fucked over other humans in the past. Animals are like trivial by this point.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Why is it considered that an animal is?
Yeah.
1 second. Okay, Nandemo Theme is like getting really offended, so Nandemo Theme chill a little. The animal is a living thing. Even if we are superior, we still have the intelligence that we can know what pain is. Exactly. Thank you for making a point in my favor, because when you know what pain is, you should be the type of species that does not propagate it towards every other species in the world. Also, again, animals also eat meat. They kill other animals without any concern. But we know, we are intelligent. That's the whole point. We know what pain feels like. We have empathy. We are not completely apathetic to everything.
Process pain and sort of transmit said pain in our own format, if you will, to other people.
Yeah, but
we can't. Animals can't do that. They just live with that pain. And
everyone, like a lot of people, aren't empathetic towards animals.
Yeah, but the argument that animals eat meat is weird, because you
like, I'm not empathetic
call
towards
yourself
like
superior.
if you tell me, yeah.